Hey, welcome back to the channel. Just thought I'd take in our recent trip to Florida and a few other things we've been doing lately. Sorry, that's why I haven't had a video out. So we went to Florida. We spent 3 days on the Disney Wish and had a great time. We ended up driving to Florida because the government shut down and we were a little afraid that we might not make our connections at the airport, so we rented a car and decided to drive down. So here we go. So with flights getting canceled, we decided to rent a car and drive down. So we rented a SUV from Hertz. Took us about 20 hours. We did stop in Nashville on the way down and stayed overnight. Stopped at a Buc-ee's and saw this interesting item. That was pretty cool.
She's all excited for Buc-ee's. Look excited for Buc-ee's. Look excited for Buc-ee's. Got Buc-ee's buckets, chairs, about my size. All the Buc-ee's merchandise you could dream.
We had fun at Buc-ee's. We also ate at this place. It was great. If you're ever going to that area, be sure and stop. We did make it to Florida. We stayed at Disney World at Saratoga Springs, one of our favorite resorts. It's a very beautiful resort. It's large, but it's very quiet for Disney World. It's one of them we like. We also belong to Disney's Vacation Club, so it actually doesn't. It takes points to stay there for us. They do a little welcome on the TV. This is a couple pictures of the room. Very nice room. You know, everything with Disney's first class. So we enjoyed that. We decided to go down to Disney Springs, like we always do, a little shopping. Of course, everything is set for Christmas already down there. When we were there, it was just after Halloween, really. But we always enjoy it. We've been going there for years. The kids love going there. It's fun. It's one of the only places I really like to go shopping. Earl's Sandwich is a great place to eat. For a sandwich, just kind of a map of the Disney Springs, Disney shopping. They've really changed it a lot over the years. Of course, with Disney, everything is always changing. So it was time to get on the ship. So we drove over and got on the ship. It was a beautiful ship. First time we'd ever been on it. It's a fairly new ship. I think it's only 2 years old. Really cool, beautiful ship. Of course, it was all decked out for Christmas. That was something they had made right there. Here we are leaving Port Canaveral, Florida, on the ship, kind of going out, heading to the Bahamas. There's our escort had taken us out. There's kind of a quick map of the ship. I think it holds like 4,000 people that was on there, but you can't really tell. First stop was in the Bahamas. Tammy and I did not get off the ship. Bahamas is kind of just a tourist trap of junk. Didn't figure we need, so we enjoyed the day on the ship. It's a little bit quieter. Quite a few people get off, so that was nice. And so then our next stop was going to be, this was at night when the ships are leaving. There was quite a couple carnivals in there. I think there was 6 or 8 ships in it at one time. So here we are on Disney's private island. Of course, that's not us. It's our friends. Just some kind of shots to show you. Beautiful island. Disney owns it. They're the only ones on the island. I think it's like an old drug runner island or something. It's had an airstrip on it. I don't know really what it was for, but Disney can land a plane on there if they need to. So now I guess you could say coming up is the special part, kind of the hook on the whole video. Yes, Disney does have gators. They've got these gators, kind of famous gators over the years. Kind of well known, some very famous movies. But if you were thinking this guy, no, you're wrong. It's actually more towards this type of gator. And Disney's private island is covered with them. That's what they use on the island, are John Deere Gators. They had some 4 passengers. They had mostly just the 2 passengers. Oddly enough, our daughter and son-in-law got married on there several years ago on the island. And of course, we had to add, a little something in the background just to add to the picture. They were good sports doing that, and I appreciate that. So after being on the ship for a couple days, we were heading back towards Illinois, Florida. And of course, we got to stop at a John Deere dealer on the way. And Everglades is a pretty big chain down there. I think they have 20-some stores. I could be a little bit off on that. Always got to stop in there and get a hat, things like that, wherever we go. It's just kind of what I do. Makes it fun. So then we headed down to Disney's Vero Beach. It's in Vero Beach, Florida. They have a beautiful resort down there. It is right on the ocean. It's very quiet, very small. Anyone can stay there. It's part of the vacation club. So we use the vacation club points for that. They have a beautiful beach, a stretch of beach. You can rent chairs and things like that. I always enjoy walking along it and doing a little swimming out there. But it's a lot of fun. We love the Vero Beach area. It's the turtles nest in there. So, this is just a little thing at their little special for the night that they were having. So we headed back to Disney World because we were going to be heading back up north. We stayed at Grand Floridian. Disney calls this one of their grand resorts, and you can see why. It's beautiful. They had their tree up. They had just got done. I think they spent a year redoing the entryway and everything, the grand ballroom there area. And so it was done. Beautiful. They had added this new bar area. So that was really nice. But yeah, they just do such a beautiful job for Christmas. It's amazing. So here's my beautiful wife taking a look at things. She enjoyed it. This was a little fountain in our room area. And goes back to Mary Poppins. Of course, Tammy's doing a little Mary Poppins there for you. Then, of course, before you know it, it's heading back home. We did stop at Nashville on the way back and stayed overnight, and Tammy got to see her sister, which was very nice. I was just dead tired, so I did not make it. Of course, then we got back, and my cousin Bill wanted to have his tractor in the Davenport Christmas parade. So he has a 1935 John Deere B. So we took that over with his truck and my trailer, and I helped him with that. It's hand crank. Here's Bill on the tractor. So after that, my son and I, Kevin, went to Chicago and got to see Paul McCartney in concert. We had a great time. This is the second time Kevin and I have seen Paul in concert. And here's a little bit of the concert, Live and Let Die. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the concert. It was a great time. Paul McCartney's 83 years old, and he played 3 hours straight, nonstop. There was no intermissions. There was nothing. No opening act, nothing. Just Paul. And that's phenomenal. he's always been a hero of mine. Back in the Beatles days, making the greatest band in the world, and then starting his own solo career, and so having such great hits and nonstop music. He's a phenomenal man, and I really look up to him. So thank you, Paul. So yeah, we're back, back in the shop, back to winter. Winter showed its ugly head this last weekend, and luckily I got the snowblower put on just in time. I got a video coming out after this one about putting the hydraulic kit on this 2032R, the rear hydraulics, and I tried to be positive about it. I wasn't very positive putting it in. It was not a good experience. I'll kind of go through it on that video. But something I just wanted to talk about, I've mentioned it in a couple of my videos before, the importance of mental health. That's something I've struggled with most of my life. I'm 60 years old, and I've been struggling with it at least through high school. So it kind of started in high school most of my life with depression. A lot of you know me who probably didn't realize that. And that's fine. I've held it off pretty well. I tried. But it's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and I've lost some friends to depression. It's not a good thing, and you need help. I put off getting help for a long time, and have always taken medication for it, but it just hasn't done the trick. And sometimes it just takes talking with someone other than Tammy's been a great help throughout the years with this, but since my retirement, I've just kind of had to go and talk with someone, and we've done that and worked on things and trying to make things a little bit better, a little bit happier in my life. So I know it's kind of a downer. Sorry about that, but I think it's important. We lose too many people every year to this disease, I call it. I guess depression is a disease. My mom had it. I've got it. So working on that, trying to be positive. And again, I'm sorry I kind of brought things down, but it's important, especially this time of the year, the Christmas coming up. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't do well with Christmas and depression, and not always good things happen. So with that, think about it. If you gotta, talk to your friends, if you have it, and if they're true friends, they will understand. They'll help you. So with that, like I said, we'll have another video coming out on the tractor, and please like and subscribe. If you want to talk about the Disney trip or anything, you have any questions about Disney, my wife and I and our children have been going down. I've been going down since December of 71, and it opened in October of 71. I was very lucky that my parents decided to go, 2 months after the park opened. We drove down in our Chevy pickup with a camper shell in the back. It took forever because a lot of the interstates weren't done yet going down to Florida. It was a long haul, but I am glad they did it. It's a good disease to have. That's a positive disease to have, is a Disney addiction, which I have and my wife has. She was very lucky to get down there at an early age also. And of course our kids, that's about the only place we ever went on vacation. And I guess I apologize for that for the kids, but I think they had a darn good time. And they love it to this day, and I know my grandchildren will be enjoying it also. So please, like I said, like and subscribe. Let's get that numbers up on that. And any questions or anything, please comment down below. I'll be glad to answer any questions. I know this one was a little teaser on tractors, but we had Gators in there, and there's a tractor right there, so it kind of counts. So again, I'll quit rattling on here. It's a little cold out here in the shop. I'm gonna warm things up a little bit. So have a great week. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'm sure we'll have some videos in before that. But in case I don't see you, thanks and have a great week. And we will see you soon.